thank God. Light that now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's an accident that happened pre. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Peace of My Mind podcast. Today we got something special. We have Jack and Bobby.
Yeah.
They've been on before. I actually was going to re-upload the one that I did for that other podcast, and then I didn't.
Which one?
The last time you were here. And I was going to re-upload it to this channel because I was going to start that thing, Beige Couch Podcast, but now I have my one. I just do it on all this now. So we got Jack and Bobby, and we're going to talk. Jack has 11 points.
8?
8 Oh, that's right. 8 points.
But they're just, throughout the workday, I'll just kind of be mindlessly, excuse me.
Well, I remember puberty.
Mindlessly, yeah.
Shut the...
I'm still going through it. I'll be going through it for a while. But, I mean, I just started like yesterday, so we're doing good.
Huh.
But I'll
Progress.
just be mindlessly doing work, and I have a very empty head for about 10 hours a day. And so I'll think of things, and I'll think about it for like maybe 10 seconds, and I'll forget it, and I'll move on to the next thought. And so I've started just writing them down, and then I don't remember what they are after a while.
Yes.
And so one of them is just The Rock.
The Rock in general?
Yeah. I just wrote down
as
The
in,
Rock.
As in Dwayne.
I figured
Dwayne?
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Lance just showed me this. People's full names. It's like people's full names.
Yeah.
Like it's Theodore Rockwell or whatever.
Mhm. And
like
one of them was like, Post Malone's was like, postpone my student loans or something like that. Yeah.
And like T-Pain was Tylenol pain relief.
Yeah,
it's
that
just
was
like
my favorite one.
it's all these stupid like names. Little Pump was something funny. Lillian Pumpernickel.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Dude.
Offsets was...
Take Off.
What was it? What was that?
I think so.
It was something.
I don't know. Lance just showed me a bunch of Google images.
Oh, office setting was.
It's just a bunch of like their rapper names and then taking that as if it's a nickname.
Yeah.
And it's the greatest thing ever.
Cardi B was like
Cardigan. Backyardigan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. I have seen that one.
No, and Lance told me, and I was trying to be like, oh yeah, I've seen a bunch of rappers' names. Like Post Malone is Austin Post. And I was like, that's what I thought it was going to be, but it was all these like joke ones. I thought it was funny. But The Rock, did you see the previews for that movie? I think it's Skyscraper.
Yeah,
I
it
think
looked like garbage.
Did you watch it?
Retarded.
Well, this is what I realized what I wanted to talk about The Rock when we were outside waiting.
Yeah.
And I was like, there is no movie role The Rock won't take.
Well, yeah, that's why
It's
he's
like
the most paid actor.
1 in 5. He's like...
He's Samuel L. Jackson. He's literally the same
Yeah.
person. Like he'll
He's
take
a Samoan
anything,
Samuel L. Jackson.
even if it's a terrible Samoan Samuel.
It's like 1 in 5 is good, if that. It's like
Yeah.
maybe 1 in 7.
Well, yeah, and everybody wants The Rock, so it's just.
Yeah.
My
It's
mom wants to.
what
rock.
other
My
huge-
mom wants The Rock too. She has a picture of her, like.
It's Photoshopped,
Photoshopped
right?
in, yeah.
I remember whenever...
It was Emily Coates did it.
yeah,
like
I
a
remember.
trillion years ago.
Yeah.
That's fun. You remembered that?
Yeah, it was like hanging on your fridge in your
Yeah,
in your old house.
Yep.
And then
And it looks real.
Donovan, his little smart ass, came up and was like, "I can see it's pixelated right there. Like it's obviously photoshopped." I was like, "Dude, can you just like
Throw back to that. Just enjoy the picture. Yeah. No. I. Do you like The Rock?
I mean, yeah.
I
I mean,
love it.
in the movies that are actually good,
Yeah.
Rampage was probably garbage. It just came
Never
out.
saw that.
Oh.
Never saw Skyscraper. So Skyscraper.
I didn't even see Rampage. I just know
That was a
it's probably
video
garbage.
game.
Yeah,
it
it was
was.
based off the
I
video.
played
game.
it on the GameCube like when I was a kid. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
It was based off the
played it
arcade version, and I want to say I played the arcade version.
Yeah. I didn't play the
It was like
arcade version. I know it's
Godzilla
just-
and the big raptor thing,
Mhm.
and Rampage.
There was like a
big-
lion, there was a rat.
And there was like a bunch of like
It was just
You,
all
like-
mutated animals.
you like
Yeah.
fought in the city and there was like people on the ground. You just
Yeah.
like
And you
also
could, like-
got points for killing people.
and taking him out of like the buildings. I think.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
could like
yeah.
smash the buildings.
And yeah.
and,
It was
like,
a really messed up game. I was playing when I was like in elementary school.
yeah, and they were all
I
like
guess.
roided up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was so pixelated that they were like, we can just anybody can play this.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's like, did you ever play GoldenEye? It was before my time, but I've played it
I
before.
played a bit of it.
And it's like rated T, or it might even be rated M. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Like compared to games these days,
Yeah.
it's not the same. Like if it's so pixelated that it's not realistic, then I think everything should be rated E or
Well,
E10.
Did Quake even have a rating? What was that rated? Because that was like one of the first.
That was
the first.
I
ever
just
shooter.
hear Joe Rogan talk about that. I've never played it. I've
Quake
heard-
is like, cause Quake is like, you know how Skyrim's getting ported to like everything.
yeah.
Well, people have ported Quake to literally anything that has a screen now. Like the calculators that you do, like the big calculators, you know.
Yeah.
They've ported Quake to that. It's
Dang.
like that portable because it's the first ever. Like I don't know if it's the first ever. I don't want to be talking on my ass here, but it's like I think it is the first ever. I'm gonna say it's.
He
the
always
first ever,
compares
like,
it to Fortnite.
First ever.
Does it have any? Is it talking about the cross-platform version? Like, maybe that's what he was relating it to. I literally know nothing about it. I know that they have big events.
It was just the first person shooter.
Interesting. It's still played though.
You don't use it with a mouse either. You use the arrow keys to walk around, and then you aim by hitting left and right. You can't go up and down on the thing.
Huh.
I played like
never,
a second of it.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Quake.
Quake.
The Rock. The Rock quakes. He's
Quake's
large.
Moms.
He does. He quakes moms across all of America.
Quiver.
Quakes and
He quakes and quivers our mothers. Jeez. Okay,
I
next
don't like
time.
that at all.
I don't like
Anyway,
that one.
I've
I
got
love
a
you,
topic
Mom. I love
that
you,
is
Mom.
just really, it's kind of like a throwaway. I wrote down bird call because I wanted to show you this.
Are we each gonna do our own?
No,
Okay.
look
I
at
was
this.
wondering what that was.
Have you
I
ever
was
seen
touching
this?
it.
He
No.
picked that up and like,
Oh.
yo, that was sick.
Does it work? Do you call birds with it?
I don't know. I've never.
No, I know.
My
it
girlfriend
works.
does like zoo stuff, and she has all these animal things, and she had 2 of these, and I was like, "Oh, that's sweet." And she's like, "You can have one," and that's all it is. It's a piece of wood with rubber. I mean, with metal.
Yo, that's
Isn't
too
that sweet?
accurate.
It's literally wood and metal rubbing against each other, and you wear it around your neck if you ever want to call the birds.
Wow.
Twinkle, 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 twinkle.
Isn't that weird? That's all, like I just wanted to. I thought that like it's
like
too
it.
simple.
I really like it.
That was it. That was my.
It's not
topic.
a
I thought
it's not a
it was a
raptor
puzzle.
call.
I
though.
thought
That's what
was-
it looks like when she
yeah,
had it.
I thought it was like-
I thought it was one of those little mind teasers. that-
Yeah, and you like fiddle with it for an hour.
Yeah.
So I was trying to solve it. I was like, maybe you just
Maybe
unscrew the
just take
screw.
Screw out.
And
Yeah.
That's all that happens.
Dude, there's a guy on YouTube. I can't remember his name, but he does puzzles like that. Have you seen it? Like he.
I'm pretty sure I'm.
Does he have like a big beard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tattoos all
I
over.
yeah.
Yes, dude. I'm subscribed to him. I can't remember his
He's
name.
insane.
I fall asleep to those videos.
The biggest
They're
patience,
so calming.
the most patience I've ever seen in a person.
Yeah.
I would throw that.
Sometimes he
shit across
speeds
the room.
them. He speeds them up sometimes, and I don't like that. I
I'll
like
watch
when he
it-
keeps the ones that are like
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Yeah, I'll watch his hands get frustrated. I'm like, how are you frustrated? And then I'm like, you've been doing this for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You've just cut it.
I've seen him do some that are like he's got like the leveling system, and it'll be like this is a level 10, and he'll solve it in like 15
Yeah, I'm
minutes.
like,
Like, oh shoot, okay.
But I've looked up because I want to buy one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this looks cool.
They're like $300.
$500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just a simple like.
There's
little
one-
because they're handmade.
Yeah, there's
That's
one that he
ridiculous.
just did that was so clean. It was just like a rectangle with just like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so
It's a wooden rectangle
it's
that's
so
a box.
entertaining. And I don't even like you couldn't explain it to somebody
I wanna
like hey,
try
this
it.
is
Yeah, no.
entertaining, I
You know,
promise.
did you see the one where it's like, a broken radio,
Yeah. I saw
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
There's-
yeah.
there's
and
two
he-
of those.
and
like,
all you have to
like
do is
hit it?
just hit the top of it, and then it all just falls apart.
Yeah.
and like that's it's a great idea, and I get it. It's hilarious, and it
That one
works.
was frustrating.
It's like $1,000.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
just for the puzzle.
most of them are like novelties for the like a shelf.
He's like
That's
a magician,
ridiculous.
but I'm like,
Is he? I
does he?
didn't
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah. That's
does, like,
like his
card
main
tricks and
shtick is
stuff,
like
yeah.
magician.
on that channel too.
Yeah.
Huh. I haven't watched anything other than the puzzle ones, and I'm subscribed to him, but I've never gone to a video from his channel. It's always in my suggested.
Did you watch that Auburn game?
Yes.
Wasn't it exciting?
Yes. And I was babysitting Stanley, so I wasn't fully in tune. I had it on my phone for most of the time, and it was on in another room.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out, so we don't have Verizon cable anymore.
Yeah, we were talking to your dad about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So,
You better
but my
learn
login on my phone was still logged in, and it still worked. So I found that out after the second half that I could still watch the game on my phone. So I just had it on my phone and I was watching. But it was crazy. And then I went to, I'm trying to work at Brandermill again, and they had the game on, and it was just the highlights. So I got to actually see the stuff that I missed in the first half. But yeah, no, it was a crazy
It
game.
was a crazy game.
I'm just
great
glad-
first game to watch.
Yeah,
though.
I'm just glad that they won.
His name is Chris Ramsey.
Chris Ramsey, what a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Ramsey. Nick ran my asshole. God, that guy was a dick.
Who's that?
Okay,
Oh,
so
I was like, what are you even going on about?
me and Jack went to the tech center for electricity,
Yeah.
and our junior year is in the classroom, and so in the classroom, there was this big. What was he like? 6'6".
He was huge.
He's a giant guy.
Like
he's like the Rock,
290,
just a little bit,
295,
a lot
300 pounds, something like that. Played football for LC Bird.
Yeah.
And he had this like.
That dude
we
was
would
pushing 300. He was.
Oh
nuts.
yeah, no, seriously. And we would like pick on him, just like how we pick on each other, pick on you,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
just friends. But like we would make fun of him for stuff. But then he'd get like genuinely upset, and we'd have to be like, "Dude, chill. Like we're just messing." And then our teacher, his name's Champ. Champ takes us in, like, he's like, guys, look, you have to like calm down. Like, he actually has like a serious problem where he gets this nervous tick in his brain where everything just goes like red and he just goes into like full on rage
He's like the
mode.
Hulk. He is
Yeah,
the
no,
Hulk.
serious. Yeah, like it's a thing. Like your
Yeah,
vision
no,
goes like
yeah.
red.
Oh wait, your actual vision.
Yeah,
goes
it
red.
goes red and you just destroy. And so
It sounds like the Terminator when it's like confirmed. Like if you see a target.
yeah, no, and yeah, exactly like that. And one day he comes up and he was like talking like some shit, like how we all like talk shit to each other. And then all of a sudden he goes, you know, I could like end your shit in like a second, dude. And I'm like, yeah, I mean,
true.
maybe. I was like, but like you won't. Like, I mean, we're in school. Like, just calm down. Like, just relax. And then he comes up out of nowhere and just slams his hand on the back of my neck, just and just starts gripping me. And like, it wasn't like a funny like, haha, like got you, like neck. You know, it was like a hard like grab, and. I mean, I
like crushing a soda can.
Like
slowly.
I seriously, like I was like, I'm gonna be in a neck brace tomorrow. Like it was that bad. And like I told my dad, he was like, dude, if he ever does that, literally just nail him in the nuts as hard as you can and then run away. I was like, yes,
What
sir.
the heck?
It was so bad. But we called him. His name was Nick Ramsey. But since he was so big and like a monster, we called him.
We the Kermit thing.
Oh.
We were at lunch. The whole electrical class, or like we had like a little group of people.
Yeah.
It was like Latinos, and then the white kids of the class.
Yeah.
The white kids would probably sit together at lunch, and that's what ended up happening. The Latinos would go find other Latinos and sit with them.
Yeah.
So all the white kids were sitting together, including me and Bobby. And we got on this topic of like, would you eat a frog?
Uh-huh.
And someone was like,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't eat a frog. That's gross. And Nick Ramsey comes up and he's like not paying attention. He's like, dude, I'd eat a frog's ass. And so for the rest of the year, we were like, dude, you'd eat Kermit's ass? And so we sent him pictures of like Kermit with his like hands
We'll
back
have
in the
to
puppet
find
hole,
it.
like
Oh my
spread.
God.
It was and like we like borderline bullied the dude about
No,
Kermit.
we bullied the.
It
fuck
was
out of
it
him.
wasn't even
But it
borderline.
was so funny.
And so he got so mad, and we'd like send him like pictures of like Kermit onesies and stuff. The entire it started at the start of the year and didn't end till the
Dude,
end of the year.
And then like there would be like kids in the back who were like, there were some really nerdy, socially awkward kids who you
Yeah.
could tell don't talk to people very much and didn't know like what limits were when it came to stuff like that because they're finally like involved and have friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And so they're just like, oh, this is what we do. We make fun of each other, but they don't know the line.
Yeah.
And it obviously like would like cry. Like the kid would get to the point where he'd cry. This big guy would like
The big
cry.
giant guy?
Yeah. And I think it was
Will
it was either Will or what was the Jewish dude?
Brian.
Brian.
Brian took it way too
Dude,
far.
he like had a slideshow and we had to present it to the class. And like at the very end, I was like, oh, this is like great slideshow. And then the last slideshow was just Kermit, like the puppet version of Kermit, spreading his asshole. And it said,
it's the thing that you put your hand, the part where you put your hand in.
but like
But it just looks like
they
his butt?
set the
Yeah.
puppet up so that his hands were like holding it, and it was just like, this is for Nick.
Yeah.
And
oh my.
the kid literally left the classroom.
And me and Brian
Oh
would be
my-
the first ones in the class, and so or like every morning because like we'd all go to different high schools,
Yeah.
and me and him would be the first two to show up. And so I remember he drew Kermit on the board, and then he just wrote "Eat my ass, Nick" underneath it, and then pulled down the projector screen.
Oh,
And then
I didn't know that.
halfway through class, he just popped the projector screen back up, and it was just right there, and Nick was just like,
Dude,
so it was so bad.
I felt so bad for
oh
the kid.
gosh. Nick, I'm
Brian
sorry.
was ruthless.
Brian.
Yeah.
Dang. The
Mhm.
Rock is
Cooking.
Nick.
What was that thing?
What?
What's the Rock
is
cooking?
cooking?
Because he had that diet, and so he had like a little.
Paleo?
What?
He sounds like a paleo kind of guy.
What does that mean?
It's when you just eat chicken and like.
Oh, well, he had to eat like 20,000 calories a day.
Oh dang! I know
To-
he does
to-
those
that
cheat
was
days
for
that
the-
are ridiculous.
that
He
was
eats like
for
5
the-
pizzas.
That was for the Hercules
It's
movie.
a lot more than 5
Oh.
pizzas. He eats like 5 pizzas and then
Some subs and footlongs and.
like 5 plates of pancakes, like 3 coffees.
He's massive.
My dad, for the longest time, like over the summer, was doing like no carbs and going
Yeah.
to the gym. And then one day he had a bite of like a pancake that I made, and then we like watched all the veins in his arm just like pulsate and just like show up like stream
Like
like
diabetic shock.
yeah, it was sick. He was like,
What the
dude,
heck?
I'm never eating carbs again.
What
got,
the
like,
heck?
So
superpowers.
cool. It was
Like
sweet.
half a pancake will give him superpowers.
Yeah, he's turning into a machine though.
I'm the machine. Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
Shout out Bert Kreischer. If you ever want to be on this podcast, just let me know.
Yeah, come by.
Jack might start one. Let him know.
Yeah.
I don't want to. What's your next topic? Because I don't want to do mine yet. Because it's
Well, I wrote down today hand washing porn.
hand washing.
Yes.
Is that like a like a knit?
I don't
like
know.
a
I don't.
kink?
I want it to be though, or not a kink, but just
You-
like it's like on the YouTube community. It's like when you make the slime stuff and you like fold it
Yeah,
over
yeah,
each
yeah.
other. But today I was at work and I had all this like when you're using a certain type of cable, you get black stuff all over your hands.
Yeah.
So I went to go take a piss, obviously, and then I was washing my hands and I had all the soap in my hands. I could see as soon as I ran
All
my
the
hands
stuff
under the
coming
water,
out?
all the stuff would go off and the sink would turn black for a second. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be so good. So I like lubed it up for a little bit, and then it went under the water and all the black stuff, and I was. Yes, so I went and
Wait,
got my
so
hands dirty again, just so I
please
could
do
wash
it.
them again.
You don't mean like actual porn that people like jerk off to. You just
No.
mean like
It's
the
like when people said
satisfying
food
videos.
porn.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
okay,
like-
now
It's like that kind of.
Yeah,
'Cause I was like,
porn just kind of meant
people- is
like
this a-
satisfaction rather
Yeah.
than like
You know what's that called?
mukbang.
Muck. Is it mukbang?
where you eat a bunch of food.
Where you eat, people
Yeah,
eat food
it's
with
a
a really
mukbang.
close mic.
yeah.
Like-
Oh no,
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 that's
no.
ASMR.
Yeah, that's
No,
ASMR.
it's ASMR, but it's food. It's with food.
That's not mukbang.
It's
Mukbang's
just-
just where you eat a lot of
Mukbang
food.
is where you eat a lot of food and you like talk while eating a lot of food.
It's just
Oh.
a podcast.
It's like a podcast where
eat.
you film yourself eating like Taco Bell.
Oh,
But people
I
probably
didn't know
beat
there's a
off to that
difference.
anyways.
but I thought it was strictly the sounds of
I
it.
hate that. I was thinking about that today. Is it?
Have you seen the one with the guy that he was? I don't. Maybe not. It was on the Instagram Explore page. And he was eating chicken wing or like the only drums of chicken wings, and he's eating them from the top and pulling it all off. But it was with his mic like right here. It was the worst thing ever. But
That's how I eat flats. I just.
I actually Bert Kreischer did the thing. He went on Hot Ones,
I love hot ones.
the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. He took them and like twisted it and could pull both bones out.
That's what I
it.
do.
That's how I do it.
That's why I started doing that ever since then.
Well, I don't pull the bones out. I just like put them in between my
He
teeth and just.
he takes it, pulls it out, and then you just eat it like a nug.
Well, I take one out. I break them at the end, twist the small one out,
yeah,
and then I dip it in ranch, and then I just slide it off the big one.
Yeah.
that makes sense. Because then it's like a popsicle or like a corn dog.
Yeah.
You have a little.
I don't do it that way. It just gets too messy for me.
When I'm eating chicken wings, I eat it in a zone. I don't care about the mess.
That's true. I always go with traditional because they're usually cheaper, and I just enjoy.
I was gonna
the-
say chicken wings are so expensive.
when you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you get less per size. So like if you get a small traditional and a small boneless, the boneless is smaller in the small. Like you get less in a small, but then it's more expensive.
I don't. Regardless,
no
it's
sense.
expensive. It's like
It's
you go to
always more
Buffalo Wild
expensive,
Wings
but-
and you're gonna eat 20.
And
you're
that's
gonna
like if-
you're gonna pay $20.
Yeah.
If you cook a chicken without bones, it has less flavor.
That makes sense.
Is that a thing?
It's like
Yeah.
broth.
Oh, 'cause the bone
like you
marrow?
cook broth literally with bones.
Yeah.
Like that's how you make broth. That's interesting. Yeah, I enjoy the work to eat a
Well,
bone wing.
Going back to hand washing porn, when I wash my hands after,
Good lord.
I just like washing my
All
hands.
the buffalo sauce after
All
the
the
chicken wings.
No, it's just like when it goes from sticky to like not sticky,
To
and I'm
clean-
just like,
yeah.
oh yes, I
Like,
took
you
this for
get the
granted
feeling
before.
and-
yeah,
Dude, if you got like one of those cameras with that goes up and then looks down, you should just do it. Just like have a channel with like 100.
I don't want that legacy.
Do it. You could do like How To Basic. Have you ever seen him on YouTube?
Yeah,
Where
where
you
he
just
just
never
has-
show your face.
Who has
ever.
not seen How To Basic? Did you watch the Max Mofo video of it? Reveal.
No.
Reveal.
I think I've seen him.
It was like legendary when it came out.
Oh yeah. Wait, I
The
saw
I
that,
Am
but
How
you
To
never
Basic
see him.
thing?
I thought.
No,
I thought
you
that
don't.
it was always a
It
fake
was
person.
they just keep going.
I thought that
between
he's never
everyone.
been seen.
He never has.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying
Dude,
that.
that's
No, it's
so
like the
cool.
reveal.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Isn't his channel like dead now though?
No.
Max
Even if it
Mofo?
is.
Oh, Max
Max
Mofo,
Mofo,
yeah.
yeah.
He just got a corgi. Or not a corgi. What? Shiba. He just got
Oh.
a Shiba, and he made. I
I
followed
like
the
Shiba's
Instagram.
better than corgis.
His name is Kevin, and so he made an Instagram for it, and he was like, let's get you famous, Kevin," and so now it has like over 1 million followers, I think.
So proud of that corgi. Not corgi, Shiba.
Shiba. Sorry, I messed it up.
That's sweet. I think you should just start it because I bet if you were to Google, like I'm not going to, hand washing, nobody's got that. That's like a new market.
It's a niche.
It is. Or you should do an Instagram.
It's like there. Did you watch the HC podcast where he talks about the ASMR girl?
No.
That girl has over 20 million views on like over half her videos for just like that kind of stuff.
I've
Hey guys, welcome back to the
I will watch.
And she's like,
Today we're gonna be doing it.
Yeah.
people are like beating their dicks to it.
Yeah.
Popping a pimple.
Oh, I watched the
That's a
one.
different niche.
No, the only, I think I've only seen a few. One that I actually enjoyed was it was lighting 1,000 matches, and all it was a really nice mic and lighting matches and blowing them out, lighting it. But then the one that was like in the suggested was a girl that was it was putting on makeup and
She's like
ASMR.
blonde?
I can't remember, but she wasn't actually putting on makeup. She was like, "I'm taking the cream," and it was just like making noise.
I
and
can't handle it.
It's so like I feel harassed.
Yeah.
by
I
the.
feel
I feel like I'm cheating.
Personally attacked.
I feel like I'm cheating on my girlfriend.
Yeah.
and I'm like
It's
listening
like,
to
hey,
her
by the way, I'm
girlfriend.
watching.
she just Snapchatted me.
Wow, what's
You want to talk about
What's
that?
happening over there? We're gonna take a break. I'm just kidding.
No.
What about The Rock washing hands?
After he goes through his superfood
With-
diet,
Yeah, and
he's
then
got all
eating a
the sticky
pancake, and he's
stuff on
got
it.
those really veiny hands.
he's just, or after a workout when he's got all the chalk on his hands, all the chalk.
Yes.
Oh yes, it's
Dude.
clean now.
And then to add on to that, at the beginning of the video, literally all it is a camera on a slider, and it slides from this side, and you put your hand in like mustard and ketchup, and you're
Yes.
just going like this.
Or it's gotta be like dirt.
Then it slides, yeah, or
My
something.
favorite thing
gross,
is dirt.
and it slides over to the sink, and you just wash your hands.
My favorite thing is
My
dirt.
favorite thing to get on my hands and then wash off is dirt.
My favorite thing. My name is Jack.
Your little sister just requested to follow my spam on Instagram, and I'm
Decline it.
Decline
declining
that.
I don't even follow her on Snapchat.
I got ran over by Alexis.
Annoyed by.
I just need. Are there 3 seasons or 4 seasons now?
It's like 7.
No,
Parks and
no
Rec?
way.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
7.
It's over.
There's 7 seasons.
I thought you said.
You're behind on this, dude.
I thought you said Rick and Morty.
Oh no,
No.
that was Parks and Rec.
That's Park and Rec.
I've
bro.
seen all of Parks and Rec. I don't
That's
remember that.
the John Ralphio. He was talking about John Ralphio.
whenever-
Yeah, when you said
whenever-
that, I was like, that sounds familiar.
Whenever, so it's Tom and John Ralphio sitting in the break
but,
room.
at the 360, was it the like
No, and
coming
I-
up with
yeah, I think they're
Life
coming up
360 or
with
whatever
it.
it's called?
Entertainment 720.
Entertainment 720.
And they're sitting in the room, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit my man John Ralphio up with some business ideas. He just came up with a bunch of money." He goes, "Tell him how you did it." He goes, "I did it the old-fashioned American way. I got run over by Alexis." And I fucking lost it.
Have you ever watched this big YouTube channel, College Humor?
Yes.
No.
There's a section on like a subsection. It basically College Humor. I don't even know if they're in anymore, but they used to be the old BuzzFeed, like they were before
Yeah,
BuzzFeed.
they're still happening. Not as much though.
Did you ever watch Jake and Amir?
Yes. Oh my god.
Ben Schwartz
yeah.
was on it a lot.
Wait,
Oh.
wasn't Jake and Amir the put it in the box thing?
Yeah.
I watched that obsessive. Because when I was little, I just watched the same video and never
Yeah,
get bored of it.
that was
So
me.
I
That's
probably
me
had
with
like
songs still. I listened to the same 4 songs the entire year.
Yeah, I'm probably like half the views on put in the box with Jake and Amir.
Are you talking? Is it the? Did you watch the video or the song?
The song, both.
Do you remember our video about the box?
Yes, there's 2 of them. There was a serious version and it. We showed that on a podcast one time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that
Dude, that little like hand high five thing that we did, and we laughed for like an hour
before we could do
straight.
it. Oh, that was so
Like,
good.
That
was the golden ages of video. Like the videos I was putting out were so solid, and they'll never.
I
they'll
want to
never
tell
be able
you. I want to tell you an embarrassing story that happened that night at your house.
Okay.
I don't even think I don't know.
I don't even think I've told you this.
I have no idea what you're about to say.
Was it
So-
involving me?
I feel like
It's-
it's from clogging the toilet or something.
No.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Just go for it. I'm so excited.
so that night we were filming that, and like, I don't know if you remember, but I like left. Like I was like, "Hey, can we take a break? I'm gonna go take a shower." Like I just changed and then came back,
I don't.
and like shorts.
Vaguely, maybe.
It's okay, but I had like pooped in my pants a little bit.
I was kind of close. I knew the category. I just wasn't
literally
in
was like, I wasn't feeling good like when we were doing the video, but I didn't want to stop doing the video, so I just kind of pooped in my pants. Like I didn't mean to, but I shit my pants a little bit, and then I was like, I'm gonna go take a shower, and I literally take my underwear, throw them in the shower, and like clean them off. And then I'm like, oh, bae, like I like my underwear got wet. Like they got. I don't know. Do you not remember any of that? Yeah, I shit my pants.
You
while
did
we
a
were making
good
that
job
video.
of covering it, I guess.
And then, but like, I was like, oh, dude, I farted, bro. I just farted. Like, really, I just shit my pants. That's what it was.
I don't remember that at all. I mean, I think I vaguely remember something. I don't remember it being that.
Oh
my gosh.
dude, you probably remember like the monster can thing.
Maybe.
Oh my god, do I have to? Do
Wait,
you know
the
what I'm
monster
talking
can?
about?
No.
Taco Bell?
No, I one time took a shit.
Wait, yes.
I
This
held-
is at Taco Bell, though.
No.
It happened at Taco Bell
No,
as well.
I held. This was before that, I think. I held in a poop for like 4 days, and I took a shit.
You gave
Colon's
birth.
just so
And
expanded.
it literally was the size of like, what'd you say?
Said your colon's just so like big.
Dude,
It's
literally,
packing it all down right towards the
someone
rectum.
could be putting their penis in my butt right now, and I wouldn't know. Like that. No, it was
Still?
it was
Never
the,
healed.
It was the size of 2 Monster cans, like put together. Like,
Long.
yeah, and thick
Diameter
and
wise?
wide. Yeah.
Oh my.
No. 2 Monster cans long and like 1 Monster can thick.
Yeah.
It's just
And I was
knew you had to
I was
measure
I was so afraid of clogging the toilet and my parents seeing that I grabbed a
You can't bear like your own self so much that
I no it gets even worse, believe it or not. I grabbed
I know exactly. I remember this. Story.
Okay.
It like just hit me, and I was like, I know exactly.
I grab a Walmart bag. Put my hand in it, and I put my hand in the Walmart bag, and I reach in, and I grab the shit out of the toilet, and then I flip the bag inside out, tie it up like I just picked up poop out of the yard, like for my
It's like-
dog. I throw it out my window. I walk downstairs, walk to my backyard, pick it up, and put it in the dumpster outside.
It's
Boom.
like on
My parents
Discovery
never knew
Channel.
I took a shit that big.
that's
Boom.
nice.
It's like on Discovery Channel when they're trying to carefully grab a snake by the back of the neck.
Yeah,
And so
literally,
like
it was
wrapping the
It
bag.
was.
You know the
It makes a great story though.
when fraternities make the big beer staff?
Yeah.
It's that's what I'm imagining size wise. It's just this like
It was
1.5 foot girth. Oh my gosh.
Dude, it was bad.
I can't imagine it like
Those
you
are
know
real
how, like,
low in my life.
it, like you know how like it normally like markers off where like kinda,
Yeah.
like, round- I'm just imagining it to be like flat like
It
2 months
plateaued at the top. Just pure air in your colon is the only thing hitting it now. It's just compacting. It just can't.
But like, it didn't like
Your
it didn't,
sphincter's
like-
just
it didn't,
crying
like-
out.
It didn't like break in the middle.
It
Like it
was
was really
pure.
long. It was just a solid.
No section. Were you in labor for like 2
I
hours?
was like, just like ripping this thing, and my mom was like, "You okay?" And there's like
Yeah.
I'm like wiping blood off of me, and I'm like, "I'm fine, mom, I'm fine. Just leave some Advil at the door."
It's the kind of shit where you have to get naked. So
It's like the meat sweats, but while you're taking a dump, you're just sweating it out.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, I'm so hot. I'm gonna go get the fan. Y'all try to entertain. I have a poop story though. That's not as
I feel like that.
entertaining. wish
I feel
went
like
first.
that's the majority of your stories are just poop stories, but they're so
I have
good.
good poops and I have bad poops, but I only poop. I think I only poop once every like 3 or 4 days.
What?
Like I just do like a
I poop like twice a day,
really.
but they're not like sizable, you know.
All right, so I guess we're back. This is a break. I even wrote down. I wrote down a time because I knew I'd forget. Let me tell you, number one thing I've ever learned in podcast or live streaming is I always have a notepad so that if something happens at a point in time, I write down the time so I don't have to go. Like this has been 30 minutes. It would take forever to go and.
Yeah.
So if you write down the times.
But you could just clap really hard when you think
and
you
see
want to
the-
break,
yeah,
and you just see the
that's true,
spike.
and see the spike. That's another way. On this mic, you can press record, and when I upload the file, it has a little arrow
Mhm.
at the part that I pointed at. It's like a little mark. It's amazing.
That's nice.
So we left off with Bobby's pooping story. I had to go get a fan because I was laughing so hard I was sweating. I have a story. It's definitely like I wish I would have told it first because it's not as exciting. But when I was like 15, so I have a really sensitive stomach from the back. I've never thrown I've thrown up like once, but I always poop like a
I
whole
was
lot.
so concerned when you said from the back. I had no idea what that meant.
That have problems from the back.
No, I just didn't. I couldn't put 2 and 2 together. And,
So I poop a whole lot.
uh-huh.
And I'm lactose intolerant, but I never really addressed it until after high school. So like I used to go all day with the worst stomachache ever. Like it felt like I had something. I don't know.
And you
But-
like ate a big bowl of cereal.
Yeah, the morning of school, I would eat a big bowl of cereal, and then I'd just be holding in my stomach, like tightening. I don't know, but that was just like my stomach. I think I was like 15, and we went to Alabama for Christmas, and we went to Milo's, which is like a fast food there, and it's so greasy. It's like Five Guys on steroids, which is why I'm kind of afraid of Five Guys.
Five Guys is already terrible.
It's so
Yeah,
greasy.
that's
So
bad.
it's just, and it's burgers is their main thing, but they have chicken, whatever. But it was so greasy, and I ate it, like, I don't know, say it was like 7 o'clock. We were hanging out doing something, and then like 8 o'clock we drove home, and I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I have to go to the bathroom like really bad, and she was like, No, I think you can hold it. And I was like, Yeah, you're right. And I think I said that one other time,
Yeah, you know.
and then eventually I was like, all right, we really have to pull over. And she's like we were, I guess, too far out. And I used to wear, in baseball, you wear sliding shorts, and it's like padded, kind of like football pads, but very less. So I was just wearing that,
Very
no
less.
underwear. And they're like $45 each.
Oh,
And
no.
I was sitting.
The fact that you named the price just kind of
They're-
clued me in.
Well, and now I use, like, I don't know. Anyway, underwear is important. Let me tell you, you got to cradle. You can't suffocate. And I couldn't hold it in, and I literally like sat like this, and I unleashed all of probably in like no more than half a second, everything was out of me, and it was like there was no consistency to it, and it just went. But what made it great?
It was just gravity opened the door.
What made it great is that I was wearing those sliding shorts, so nothing escaped. Like, I think that if I was wearing boxers, it would have been down to my like Achilles tendon.
You're just
Like,
in your shoes.
But the rate, because it was so greasy, nothing was holding back. So when I finally like
It just-
unclenched my muscles, it was just like, and like but we had to pull over.
It's like when they burst a hole open in a spaceship and everything like straight out the
sucks out.
side of it.
But I mean, I can't even. It's so hard to explain how fast it came out because I just when I relaxed is when it all happened. But it was. And I didn't want to sit down into it. So until my mom pulled over, I was just like shaking my arms. I was like, God. But we pulled over to, it wasn't a restaurant or a gas station. It wasn't a place that we could go in, but they had a dumpster in the back. So I got out and took off my pants and my sliding shorts and used the not tainted material and like kind of wiped a little bit.
Oh my
But
God.
it was the
That-
worst.
That car probably smelled so
It was
bad.
everything was contained because of the shorts, the sliding shorts. It was
Even the
just
smell?
I just remember how torturous it was holding it in. I mean, like I hold my pee in a lot because I hate peeing. It's so inconvenient. But like going on a trip, if it's like an hour and a half, you're like, okay, I can make it.
Yeah.
And you're like 30 minutes away. And you're thinking you can just wait until you get to the place. But then
No, me and Kayla went on like a 12-hour trip, and we had tried to see who could hold on their pee the longest. And I made it to like hour 8. And
Oh
I'm
my.
surprised I didn't get like a UTI or something. Like it was bad. It hurt.
it's like to the point where you have to crouch when you walk into the bathroom. Like you're like,
No, it's to the point where like someone's like digging a sword into
Yeah,
my kidney.
Like
It's
a
sharp.
flick on your bladder will just make you like
you pop.
pop. Wait,
I
how
made
did
my
you,
mom pee the other day. She goes, "Don't touch me, I have to pee." I just punched her right in the bladder, and she peed a little in
She's
her
given
pants.
birth twice, so that
Yeah.
means that's just like a very.
That was so funny.
Damn. How did you explain to your mom that you like shit yourself in the backseat?
Well, I told her,
It's just a cry for
help! Ma, I got it. But I think that I'm very quiet when it comes to like problems, so I don't think that I was
Same.
assertive enough on how painful it was. So just like, Mom, I gotta go. And
She was
then
like, "No, you don't." She just kind of brushed it
yeah,
off.
she's like,
and
no,
so
you
you're
don't.
"Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
Mom, I gotta go. And then I never said the severity of it, but I mean, I was old. I was like 15 or 16, and I
Old enough.
went everywhere.
I was telling Jack a poop story in the car. Actually, one more. It's a short one.
I'm so excited.
This happened very recently.
This happened like 2 nights ago.
Oh.
Yeah, I had been like feeling well, and I like woke up in the morning for work. So it's like 5. I wake up at 5:20. Try to leave my house by 5:40, and I have to be at the job site by 7. But it's all the way out by down 360 toward
Yeah, yeah,
Amelia.
yeah.
So it's like it's 45-50 minute drive. So I have to really haul ass and like get out of bed.
Yeah.
Get up 5:20, and like I had to go to the bathroom. Like I obviously had to go poop before I went to work, but I didn't know it was like that bad.
Yeah.
I go to fart, and I literally felt like a little, like, like splooge out of me, and I thought I'd shit in my bed, and so I get up and I'm squeezing my butt cheeks, like holding my butthole, like I sleep butt naked, by the way.
Are you naked?
Like yeah, I sleep butt naked every night. I can't sleep unless I'm
It's
naked.
the best.
I'm running butt naked across my room, like
Yeah.
cupping my butthole, and like I farted again, and I felt it like again, and so I thought I had like pooped like in my hand, like in between my, and I'm clenching my butt cheeks, and I'm sitting on the toilet, and I didn't want to like let go, and then it all just fall out on the floor. So I literally kind of just like jumped and like quickly threw my hand out, like just in case like anything like came out.
Yeah.
And I just literally the moment I relaxed, like you said in your story, just like
It's just, oh my.
right into the toilet. And so I get up and I'm finished and I'm sweating, right? Well, I'm naked, so I'm just
So
like,
you're not-
I'm just like a fat naked, like just
Just
sweating.
sitting on the toilet
And
alone in the
I
morning.
get up and I check my hand and there's nothing on my hand. I go to my bed and there's nothing on my sheets. I've never like gotten. I was like, you know, like when you first wake up, hear your alarm, it takes you like 30 minutes to actually get up out of bed and like
you
get moving.
flew.
I've never been so awake so fast before. It was so, just not out of like my body and its functions. It's just
Yeah.
out of fear that I'd shit on my
Yeah,
shit on my
who
sheets.
needs coffee when you can just shit yourself?
That's
in
all
the
you have to
morning?
do in the morning. Dude, my first time going to Haiti, I was already kind of sick before we went.
Yeah, I
and
remember you were very sick. I remember
like,
hearing about it.
It was bad, but when I got there, it got like significantly worse. I probably pooped like 100 times in 3 days, but one of the days I pooped 33 times in that day.
Did you count?
Yeah, because after
you
the first
sick?
day, yeah, I think
No, that's normal.
I think it was
33.
Giardia, like the one where you drink dirty water. But I had it before I got to.
You like have malaria? Oh,
I don't.
God, that'd be so bad.
What I'm guessing is that I had something with immune before I went there, and my immune system was just way down. So as soon as I had a sip of water, I was like done. But it got to the point where this is disgusting. My butthole was bleeding like a lot because if you wipe 33 times,
Yeah, that's
It gets
gonna be a little
raw.
it gets straight raw. But
Can't
I
get
had
some Neosporin on that.
I didn't have any wipes either. so I would sit on the toilet and wait. I probably did 5 at a time, and I'd be in there for like an hour. But I just like wait till the next one because I didn't want to wipe because I knew how painful it would be. But it literally got to the point where it was the power of peeing because only water came out, and it was like I was peeing in my butthole. Like you get like bile, but there was water. I was chugging so much water, and for some reason it was just going straight through my
Any color to it?
nothing. It was white.
Wow.
It was like
So
it was like
nasty.
really healthy pee, but it was, dude,
But it was not in
I
the right
can't-
spot.
it was the worst, and it
You
it
know
was
what-
so painful.
You know what's nasty?
that
Or it's like, yeah, that's really nasty. But like, you know the sound of someone, like when someone throws up and it's like all in one go.
Like one
you hear it like
chunky
all hit the
bucket.
toilet at
Yeah.
once, and it just it sounds like a bucket turning over.
yeah.
I think that's worse than like the actual throw up. The sound of it all like
Yeah,
like,
when you
right
see it
there.
in the movie and that's all they show. I'd say that's worse than seeing somebody throw up.
It's just
I would agree.
Do you ever watch the Barstool Sports on Snapchat?
No, I love Barstool Sports though.
They have like a Snapchat, and like like if you click on a story enough, it just shows up like
In your feed.
regularly, like
Yeah.
in your feed. Well, I have the Barstool Sports, and this dude, and he's playing like linebacker, and he like gets down, projectile vomits all over like.
Wait, I've seen that.
Yeah.
He's down and he doesn't even budge. Like he just throws
Dude,
up
it was like
forward.
the most like hard thing I've ever seen. Like I was like, that was hard. That was sick.
That's
Okay,
when you know.
my talking point
so
really
excited.
quick, just to
Yes.
get back on track and stop talking about shit.
Oh no,
No.
I know what you're talking about. Don't
Okay,
open
anyway.
Snapchat. It's good to hear
Sorry.
talking.
Anyway, okay, so I can't remember what time did you send this to me. Okay, so I was at work,
Mhm.
and this was on my lunch break when I answered this because you sent it to me at 11:44.
Mhm.
Hey, bro, you all right? Someone
Oh,
saw
yeah.
you on Snap Maps that you were
Don't
at
say his name. Don't say.
VCBR. I won't say. And VCBR is a prison.
Dox him.
But it's a mental facility.
No,
isn't
wait.
it?
I'll get to that. Hold on.
Okay.
Don't say anything about the prison. It's
Okay.
it's just a prison all the way down 360, and it's like 50 minutes away. And I'm like, yeah, I'm locked here. I'm locked here and here for a while. Who saw it? Told me not to say. I was like, come on, who cares? And he's like, are you pumping through though? So I guess you meant was I like lifting weights? Because then you sent like a bicep emoji.
Oh, I said, are you pumping through though? Like, if you actually went to prison, I'd be like, all right, Bobby would last. It was like you're just pumping through, like just living
yeah,
regular life.
okay.
That's what I was
Are
meaning.
you not
And
getting
then-
raped is the question.
And then
you drop
I was like, bro, I'm in here for 2.5 to 3 years. And he said, for why? And I was like, electrical work. And he said, I'm confused. The reason I was going to act like I was in the prison And this is a 2.5 to 3 year job. So
Yeah.
I wasn't lying. I was just gonna
That's
like,
what
I was bending the truth a little bit. No, but then
Colonel
I was
Truth.
gonna try to convince you that I was actually in prison because that'd be funny. But
Yeah.
then I realized that prison is a prison specifically for violent sex offenders.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, if you
I
found
thought it
out,
was a psychiatric place.
no.
Like,
So if you found out that I was in there and you're like, did Bobby commit a violent sex crime? I was just like, yeah, no, I'm here for electrical work. Like I
didn't
just
know
quickly
that.
dropped the joke.
dang, the guy
Yeah.
sent it to me like fully concerned. And I was like, oh dang. I mean, I was like, no, he's probably just I said, no, he's probably just working there. And I'm like, I'll ask anyway. And then when he said,
What made him go look at my snap map?
I guess he
He
just
probably just because sometimes I'll just go around, zoom around.
yeah to see where everybody is, and you must have just happened to be there. But I was like, I mean, I figured for sure you were working there. Then when you said something, I was like, oh dang, I'll take it seriously, like just in case.
What? But okay, so
I didn't know it was a sex crime.
Why would
place.
you assume he would have his phone? in
Yeah,
prison?
that's what I was gonna say. What makes you think I would text you back?
Maybe because some people drive them. Because okay, I thought it was a mental hospital, and some people drive themselves there. So I was like, oh dang, Bobby's having a rough life.
I still don't
thought
think you're
that-
allowed to have your phone even if
Yeah,
you're,
if you
really?
if you some people are unstable in like a different. I don't know. That's what I just thought.
Or like people who are just like suicidal.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, no, Bobby's.
Because that's still like a mental state
Yeah.
where you can be put in a home like that,
Yeah.
but you're not crazy.
Yeah, I know people who went to Tucker's
So
'cause of
then
that.
when you said you're doing 2 to 3 years, I was like, oh dang, maybe it's a prison. And I was like, Bobby going, yeah, that makes sense. And then I'm just kidding. And then I don't know. I was about 84% convinced when he said that. But then you said doing electrical, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's they're extending the prison, so they're making the parking lot bigger and the building bigger. So it's gonna take 2 to 3 years. So I'm working there. on
Yeah.
it.
Is
And
that
right
the
now-
place that you go all the way down?
Oh my god, yeah, every damn day.
Get a
Lot of
apartment
gas.
down there.
No,
Do they at least like give you
nope.
gas money?
Nope.
They don't
Nope.
leave. Are you getting paid enough for it to be worth it?
I make like
Yeah.
450, 500 a
Oh,
week.
okay.
So I mean, and I have
You're
a
spending
budget.
like
yeah,
60 a week on gas.
yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
lot.
I fill up 2 times a week, like once on Sunday before I go to work, and then on Tuesday, and then on Thursday.
You fill
And
up
I-
on Tuesday?
That's
Do you
like
fill up before you
25,000 a
get
year
empty?
still.
Huh?
Do you fill up before you get empty?
Well, yeah, because I'm not gonna make it the next day because I have
on
like
Tuesday?
Dang.
no.
How much
I
does
fill
your
up at
gas-
the
your
end of the
car
day on
get?
Tuesday.
Yeah, you drain in two days.
It's a straight shot for like I get 16 miles to the gallon,
Oh
How
my.
long does it take to get there?
like 50 minutes.
50 minutes? Dang, I fill up every yeah, I guess I fill up like every
Well,
three and a
it's
half
really
days.
not. It's not that bad because I use the
You're really
cruise
good.
control. So, I usually get like driving around here 260 to 280.
Yeah.
But when it like miles before I need to fill up.
For the whole tank?
Yeah, but then on the way there, I usually get anywhere from 3 to 310, just because it's not city miles.
Because
Anyway,
it's all straight, you
we
said?
don't have to talk about cars anyway.
Anyway, dude, but if you're ever looking about getting a car, a Prius, and let me just tell you, I get like 440 miles to a tank, and it's a 10-gallon tank.
Mm.
I fill up like once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Jesus.
It's like you lose a bunch of dignity, but it's definitely worth it in
You
the
want
long
to know
run.
what Alex said about my Jeep Liberty?
What do you say? He's got a Jeep Wrangler.
Liberties are sweet,
Yeah,
though.
I know. No, I love my Jeep. I love it to death. I beat the hell out of it. It's great. He goes, yeah, I thought those came with a tampon in it. In the glove
Liberties?
box. I was like, bro. He goes, that's what all of us said. But this guy isn't. I'm not going to say anything because in case he listens to this
I was
one
gonna
day.
say you hated on Davidson Green, and then everyone on Davidson Green turned on you once you hated on it.
Yeah.
Did they see it?
No, it was just kind
It
of like
just
a,
happened.
It just happened. But
They knew.
It's like the curse, like the Madden
I
cover.
couldn't care anymore about Davidson Green. I hate them so
you
much.
couldn't care any more about him, or any less.
I couldn't care
Both.
any less.
Both.
At
Couldn't
all.
care less.
I couldn't care any less.
Got it.
Yeah, couldn't care less. Anyway,
Because if you
Jeep
say
Liberty.
I could.
I don't think of Jeep Liberty as a
No.
woman's
it's-
car.
No, I mean, I
It's
think
basically a Cherokee. They're like the exact same thing.
my mom just got a brand new, well, not brand new. It's like only has like 2,000 miles on it, so almost
much new.
Pretty much new.
Pretty much up to like 20,000.
That's
is
literally
new.
to the dealership and then around Hull Street a couple times.
Yeah.
and 2017 Grand Cherokee.
Dang,
Dude,
that's
the
nice.
thing is sick. It's got auto parallel park. That's about it. No,
But
but it's got so many bells and whistles. It's just like little, like if you have the key in your pocket and you just grab the door handle,
That's
everything
what my car
unlocks. Does it really?
2008, and it does that.
Really?
Prius was ahead of the curve.
Shoot, my mom freaking lost some money. Didn't she? She got a 2008.
I got my Prius for 500. I mean,
$500.
$5,500.
Oh,
$500.
Dang, that's
$5,500. It had like 150 miles.
That's
on
actually really good.
That's really good.
But
Even
it's
with the
sweet.
100 miles on it, that's so good.
I'm hoping for like 4 years in it. My car kind of died, but then I went and got it fixed and it was perfectly fine. But I had already listed it to sell and sold it.
How much did you sell it for?
I sold that car for
200.
$1,600,
That's pretty good.
which it had 199,000 miles on it.
Oh wow.
Wow.
You should have kept it and gave it the 200.
I was when
it
I
the what?
thought it was gonna
It
die.
had 199,000.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was so close. Because this one I think will make it. Because I'm pretty much sticking with Honda and Toyota just
How
because of my
many miles per
experience.
gallon does your car get now?
44.
Prius is ridiculous.
He's got 46 for the last
My
couple
dad
weeks
gets
though.
about. I think he gets about 46.
Yeah,
You
that's
have-
my dad.
yeah,
my dad's.
that's
Oh yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
get.
We have this. Yeah,
Kia.
Nissan or Kia,
Kia
Optima,
Optima.
whatever. It's Optima, or Altima.
Ultima.
Hybrid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's sweet.
Yeah.
Dude,
Tying some knots over there.
Yeah.
Sick.
Anyway.
Next talking point. Talking.
Talking point. I got a couple.
What? I just noticed your hat.
Yeah, Teddy Fresh.
What?
Represent. This thing's
Quick
$30.
plug, Teddy Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy Fresh, H3.
I
Dude,
love it.
so Mr. Beast, did I
Mhm.
ever tell you that I did videos for him?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
called me again and asked me to work. He has some backlog and he wants me to do
Dox
some
him
videos.
right now. Say his phone number.
No, I have his phone number and his entire team. I could dox so anyway,
You get so many
Um,
views. Everyone's like,
know.
I want to call Mr. Beast. Boom, boom, boom. Got
that's
him.
it. And I would make my. That's how one of the kids got famous for working. Anyway, he they did a video with H3. Like if they did another one in the same week that I was there, I would cry myself to sleep.
Oh my god,
Dude,
dude.
I
have
wouldn't.
to. That'd be so cool.
If I ever had to make a wish, it would be on the HC podcast.
Okay, wow. That's
I think for me
That's
it'd
it. I just want to be on his podcast.
be Casey Neistat
Okay.
for me still
Really?
Yeah.
How was Medium?
It-
Did you
we
like?
didn't get
Medium?
to
Although
meet
you'd only
him.
be able
Or
to
how
hang
was-
out with him for like 10 minutes.
because he's doing something else.
So busy.
Yeah. That's so
Well,
we
if you
went to
were
a
dying,
VIP
you'd
party.
He'd probably make a little bit of time.
That's
Probably.
true. That'd be like part of his job or
Yeah.
whatever. But he didn't come to the there. He literally posted a video the next day and he was like, "Yeah, I've got a meeting," and he just like briefly talked about it and he just flew there, flew back, and that was it. A couple of the speakers came to a VIP party that was after that we went to.
Mhm.
I was hoping he would be there. He didn't.
So you could touch his body.
I touch everything.
Wow.
Him and H3 are definitely my tops.
Yeah.
Just like in anything, like sports, TV, YouTube, like
Yeah.
just personalities in general, for sure.
Yeah,
My phone
I
close.
just like nowadays I care more about YouTube personalities because I'm just watching them more. Like because they're like now that I'm watching podcasts and stuff a lot more. I'm just like, because like actors, you know, as a kid you'd be like, oh, I love this actor,
Yeah.
but you never get to know the actor, you know, so you
'Cause
just like their
YouTube's,
character.
much more like
So it's just more
personal.
personal.
Yeah. I agree.
So it's like.
It's like an
H3 and
age
stuff,
thing.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
H3.
Oh, this one. What would your 8-year-old self think of you? Like,
I've been making videos since I was 8. It's literally like
so, like what?
about the. Well, I'd probably be super disappointed because, like growth wise, I'm about up 12% since I was 8. So probably not good. But I mean, I'm sure I would have loved Mr. Beast when I was 8.
Well, my problem with Mr. Beast is told Bobby this, but he's kind of just like a YouTube whore.
He is.
He's
That's
just like,
why I didn't want to work.
He's like, I'm donating all this money, but it's like, but are you donating it for you or are you
Yeah.
donating it for them? You know?
Yeah, no, it's his videos are. I mean, clickbait title. He's literally got the whole. It's Jake Paul, but with like, out the personality.
Not as much. Little girls love him.
Yeah, he's all a bunch of little boys. But it's so funny because literally, I recently just watched a bunch of his videos because I was like, I probably need to like catch up if I'm gonna be going there. And I watched a bunch, and at the end of a lot of them, he'll be like, well, I mean, we're just like selling to a bunch of little kids anyway. So he's like
He's self-aware.
blatant about it.
Yeah.
But
It's like a nerdy algorithmic kid
yeah,
got
dude,
money.
he's 19.
Yeah, he got money, and then he was just like, "Oh, I know how to use the system,"
Yeah,
and then he just abused the ever living shit out
but
of
if
the
you think
system.
about it, it's also kind of smart.
It's
it's
smart, but
genius.
it-
Money in a business standpoint, it's genius.
yeah, it's
As like a moral
As
standpoint,
a
it's
moral
as
and like
a-
content kind of thing.
me seeing you as a person. I'm like, you're not that great. Just because like I can like when he's like give like with the pizza delivery one
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
like they give
Yeah,
him
yeah,
money.
yeah.
I could see where he was like, yeah, this is for you. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for my thank you kind
They're-
of thing. I was like, God, I hate you.
He'll do a video, the guy that like doxed him, sort of. He didn't like give him any information, but he just like talked about how terrible it was working for him or whatever.
Mhm.
He said that they went on a shoot and it was the tipping the waiters one. It was like tipping $20,000 to waiters or whatever. And he said that Mr. Beast wasn't there for like 90% of it.
He just
It
showed
was
up.
mainly just yeah. No, he showed up at the beginning of the video and the end of the video, but then they had just the hands is all you saw.
Dang.
Which I mean, I think it's like business wise, it's genius.
Yeah.
Because what he does is he built the audience and he's gotten the money, so now he just has other people do it for him. Basically.
Where does he get all of his money from?
Just
Because
ads.
ad
and,
revenue, is it that much where you can just?
Well, now you get outside sponsors. So like,
Yeah.
even if he doesn't have an ad on the
He's
video,
got, like,
he has like
Vincero
honey
watches
or,
and stuff. Yeah, honey. It's all the same ones. It's MeUndies, Honey, Vincero,
yeah,
all that stuff.
And he did that War Machines app that for some reason was cycling around. Did you
Yeah,
ever
I
see
saw that. Yeah.
How much does he make per ad?
All I know is he did while I was there. His sponsor was Honey, and he was giving away $40,000 to a Twitch streamer, and he said that they paid for that plus everybody to make money, and they pay ridiculous to the workers.
Jesus. It's like
I don't
he
know.
buys David Dobrik cars like every
Yeah,
other week.
like how do you have enough money? I mean, I guess like you get more of an ad when you're not shoving it in people's faces,
I'll
like when
say
you get somebody
this.
that they like.
I have Honey on my browser.
Dude, Honey's great.
I use SeatGeek to get my tickets. I have MeUndies.
Yeah,
It's like I've thought about getting Quip at one point.
so it's always
It's like,
working.
it works.
I want Quip really bad. Actually,
I do. But I'm like $20 for a toothbrush.
You can get the plastic one, I think,
Can you?
and it's cheaper. I think.
I might. It was on Oprah's O list. I hear that every time I hear it.
And they also say
Well, Oprah.
Oprah.
I mean, come on now.
You know what O list
She
stands
got
for?
like, didn't she get like $1 billion for one tweet about Weight Watchers?
What?
Probably. She used to be the
Probably.
face of Weight Watchers.
Yeah. Didn't she used to be like? a
Dude,
lot
some
bigger?
people get money from tweets that don't seem like an ad.
Remember when Kylie Jenner tweeted she didn't like Snapchat and Snapchat stock went down like 20%?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
She's got how many
Remember-
followers does she have? Like
Oh,
150
too many.
million?
Yeah.
Josh Peck hit Oprah with his car.
Yeah, those were rough.
It's crazy.
Man,
Critical
do
for a
y'all
while.
watch David Dobrik?
Yeah,
Yes, all the
that's
time.
my favorite.
He's
thing
It's
to
so
watch.
great that he's in that.
Mm-hmm. He's a daddy now.
He's a daddy. He is a daddy.
Or
He's a
going to be
YouTube
daddy.
dad and he's a real human dad.
Yeah.
Human dad. Dude, it's yeah.
Oh, wait, go back to the 8-year-old thing. What would you say?
Oh, yeah, you go.
My guy would be like, "What a fucking idiot."
You're getting sent to prison.
Okay, 8-year-old. Like, what did I want to do when I was like 8?
Like, what was cool to you when you were 8? I'd just be like,
How old
yo,
were you when we did videos? You were like 12.
when I did videos with you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weren't you like 12?
6th grade? I was 11, 12, 13, around there.
6th grade was like 10.
6th grade for me.
Wait, listen, kindergarten, 5th.
So like 4th grade,
Six,
roughly. Well, no, because I
7,
was 7 in
8,
1st grade.
9.
Is that right? No,
Well, what were we in 2008?
It was about 10.
so 2nd or 3rd
oh,
grade.
wait, we were
roughly.
8 in 2008.
Yeah, exactly.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, it was just
Trying to frame it, like find
no,
where the.
What I thought was cool when I was like 8, I had like long shaggy hair.
Do you remember that?
I was really into skateboarding,
Mhm.
and I really wanted to like film. Like I never did,
Yeah.
but I'd always talked about it. My parents always tried to figure out what kind of camera they wanted to get me, and I was just really into like BMX and like riding bikes and skateboarding.
Literally me when I was 8.
And I always wanted to like get really good at skateboarding and get sponsored, because this chick who works with Swift Creek, her name's Miss Titus, Kathy Titus. Her son got sponsored when he was 13 for skateboarding.
Dang.
The kid's my age, and like I think he finished high school, but the kid like goes to China for like tournaments, and the guy's making hella money just
That's
skateboarding.
funny. Like I follow Tony Hawk now.
I love all the little Tony Hawk things where people are like, "Who are you? Look like a skateboarder."
Yeah.
And he's
I
like,
just
yeah.
retweeted something like that. You kind of look like the skateboarder. You're like, oh, Bucky Lasek or whatever. Like they'll say like some
Yeah.
other guy. But I can't believe that skateboarding still makes so much money.
I know. That's what I was thinking the other day. I was like, how do people still watch it? Like, how many new tricks can someone do before it's
Yeah.
like, oh, he just did like 3 backflips. Who
Dude,
cares?
I don't. I just watched the kid. This is not even skateboarding. I just watched this kid. I watch There's this YouTube channel where they go. He lives in Australia and he does catch and cooks, where they like catch a fish.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
then He brings like the propane tank and whatever, and he like
Are they
cooks it up. And
kids?
he's like,
He's like a teenager.
yeah, he's like 16 or 17. But they have solo channels, and I just watched one of the kids' videos. He was learning how to do a standing double backflip, like.
What?
He would do like he'd lean forward and then lean back and then do a standing double backflip
That's
on the
ridiculous.
ground, and he did it. But that's what
How many times did he fail before he got it?
like a million. But he would like go to the. It was called learning a double backflip or something, and it was like the whole process, like every attempt he did on camera.
That's literally a blind trick.
Yeah,
Like
like
the first backflip, you can tell like, okay, I feel like I'm halfway there. I can start to extend my legs.
Yeah.
But it's literally a blind trick.
You just kind of just gauge. He would practice in like
yeah.
a foam pit. You just kind of like gauge how much you should spin.
Yeah, it's like throwing a ball. After a while, you just kind of know how to
Yeah.
like your arm
Exactly.
has,
Muscle
like,
memory.
Yeah, and so
Dude.
I guess your body kind of has that natural.
Literally, his head's like 4 inches on the ground as he's doing the last turn.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know how. I want to learn how to do a backflip still.
Yeah,
I wanted to forever.
I guess being able to do a double backflip is a great achievement, but I'm like, is that worth
Even
it?
backflip, even one backflip, there's no reason.
Yeah,
I just want like, how sweet would that
It's
be?
like, I can impress so many people.
I wanted to in
at
school,
parties.
so like I would have dreams. I was like, dude, if I could do a backflip, I'd impress everybody. I literally would like think that. And skateboarding was the same way. I was like, if I can learn how to skate,
Do the same thing with like fake arguments. You're like, dude,
Yeah.
I would win every single argument,
Yeah,
and then you come
in
around
my
to an
head.
argument, and you're like, I didn't do that.
or
as
when
well
you
as I
when you get in an
thought I would in the
argument,
shower or something.
if you like lose an argument and you go back and think about
Yeah,
how
what
you
you
could have
would
done
have said.
better, you always would
owned
have
him.
one. Dude, if I would have just thought that then, maybe I should bring it up again.
Yeah. Hey, guess what, pussy? I'm back. As you're texting him this time.
Yeah, I got everything planned out. I'm letting another incest.
It's
On this show, we have candles and incense.
incest. Incest.
Is it red? Oh, she's red.
That boy red. So 8-year-old said, what would you do? Or what would you think?
I'd be like, dog, you got over $100. What the fuck?
How did you get there?
Like, your bank is huge. You got over $100.
Dude, what are you going to buy with all that?
Like, why aren't you buying every video game now? That kind of thing. Because when I was 8, all I cared about was what video game I was going to play next. I wish I was still like that.
I wish I liked video games.
I think video games right now are an all-time low.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that literally Fortnite has a monopoly over everything.
Yeah, that's why I think it's at an
It's
all-time low. I'm
Kind of,
like,
yeah.
this
like,
is so stupid.
do you remember like how crazy life would be when a new Call of Duty came out? Like,
Oh my
Exactly.
god.
things
It's
would
like
stop.
Each game that they dropped was the #1 game.
Modern
Mhm.
Warfare
Every
2.
time.
Modern Warfare 2. They're trying to remaster it because they're like, oh shit, we
Worst
lost that.
graphics ever, but great
It
game.
was- I didn't care about the graphics at all. Now I feel like people are like, we have good graphics, but you walk straight for like 30 minutes and that's the game. But it's like Modern Warfare. It's like most games now are like admire our graphics, but there's not a lot of
There's
content.
not much to it.
But like,
Or they'll get voice actors. and
Yeah,
you're like,
it-
this isn't really.
it's like
you
The
don't need
Last
this.
of Us Remastered is the best example of taking both really good graphics and having a really good game because it's remastered
Yeah.
from an original good game.
Yeah. Oh, I had something. Oh, I one time I got Casey Klein to go and buy me.
I saw him the other day.
at Fridays.
No, I went. Him and I will go shoot pool sometimes. His pool hall in Midlothian,
Yeah.
and me and my dad were going to shoot some pool, and he was there. Like,
Wait, is it the one by that Yu-Gi-Oh place? It's to
It's
the
called
left of
Battlegrounds?
Battlegrounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
is that where he
that's
goes?
where he plays Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
He
That's where I
still
used to
plays
play-
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, he's like nationally ranked.
Are you
Which
serious?
this is my argument with something like that. Like, if you do something that's like something like Pokemon or like Yu-Gi-Oh, and you do it for like 4 years and nothing comes out of it, you need to stop. But like, to me, an argument for him is that he's been doing it forever, but he makes money off of
I was
it
gonna
from
say,
like
if he
flipping
does he
cards
actually?
and he'll win tournaments and stuff. Like at that point, I think that
What does he do?
you're fine. He just does tournaments, and if you get a card and
Like as a
he
job,
doesn't
like
need
as a
it, he'll
career?
sell it. Yeah. Well, he
It's like
works
a
at
little side
Fridays
piece.
too,
Yeah.
which makes stacks.
What's
Like he'll
his-
work
I
like
was gonna say, what's
Saturdays
his
because
main
nobody wants to
hustle,
be
the
there.
Yu-Gi-Oh or Fridays?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You still hang
Maybe I
out
should have
with
him
him?
on here. No. We text him today. Like we'll text every now and then.
If
but
I was
don't-
making
Why do
money
you guys
playing
hang out
Yu-Gi-Oh,
anymore?
I would not be ashamed.
just different lifestyles, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, I kind of want to see him again.
We should have him in a podcast.
That's it.
That'd be kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Like a remastered. Because I met him at Big Stuff.
We could have an over-the-top table and he could teach us how to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I used to play all the time
I
with
used to
him.
play all the time.
I used to beat
I
him.
never played Yu-Gi-Oh.
And
Those
now
are-
he's big.
I
so-
played Magic. I played Pokemon.
I never played Magic. I
Yu-
wanted to play Magic. I wanted to play that more.
I think-
Yu-Gi-Oh was the only thing I played, and I'm not lying. I would still play it. I love
I'd
it.
still play Magic, but the cards are expensive and I'm too lazy to get back into
I
it.
feel like that's something good that has happened in recent years is that you don't have to be like ashamed of stuff like
Yeah,
Pokemon Go.
That's one of my notes.
Is it really?
It's one of my notes. Is everyone plays video games?
Yeah,
Literally,
Like,
because like 5 years ago, I was like, God,
I used to be
can't talk about
ashamed. I
video
was like,
games at
dang it,
all.
I'm
Yeah,
like
if I
16
mention
or
video
16.
games,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like go kill myself in my room.
yeah, you're gonna
But
be that
now
kid at
it's like-
school with a DS.
Now it's like, oh, yo, what's up, man? You played Fortnite last night? I saw you hop on that grind, and like, it's like
like,
everyone's
different
doing
now.
it. Yeah,
that kid in high school with the DS.
yeah.
We
He like
were
pulls
ju-
it out of his cargo
we were
shorts.
just driving. We drove to every GameStop and Second and Charles the other day because I wanted to buy a Game Boy Advance.
I've got one.
Can I have it?
The one, that one?
Can't have
It's,
it.
like,
Or do you want the
flips
flip
up.
one? No, I've got the.
Okay.
The little brick.
You want the
Pussy.
Advance SP.
Yeah.
That's
what you want.
He said, bro.
The
I've got
at
a
the store was
DS Lite.
You want a Game Boy Advance XP?
Oh, gosh.
You're referring to?
I can't believe GameStop's still open.
Dude,
How's that possible?
We were talking about that. I predicted 5 years ago that they would be downhill.
Well, yeah.
I was like, now that they're selling stuff online, they're definitely
Do you
going
remember
downhill.
GameFly?
Yes, I
Oh
do.
my god, that
I
was
thought
the
that would
worst.
I
own
love
it.
those
It
commercials.
was the worst.
I hated it.
It was the best, dude. I used to ride my bike to Redbox because they had games. That was
No,
the
I
They
would-
still do.
I would
They
get
still
games
do.
off
Do they
Redbox.
still?
See if I liked it, and then I'd go out and buy it.
It makes
I
sense.
never did
It was
that.
only like
One-
$1.79.
I think that people, I feel like you kind of mentioned this, are lacking on like campaign modes
I did.
on video games.
It's like
you said
everyone's
Yeah.
like everyone's like
Well,
online
even
stuff
Fortnite.
still.
Fortnite's got Save the
There,
World.
it's
That's
so good. I
Is
love
it?
it. I played it.
I've never played
You
it.
have to pay for it. That's why.
Yeah, it's like $25,
I
right?
I got it on sale for like 15. But like, because someone else,
Portal was a good
that
game.
was a good game. But it's so old. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everyone's like focused on online and like
Battle Royales. That's the big. Like
it's-
literally every game has a Battle Royale.
it's like
now.
how can we make it so people have to pay for stuff inside the game?
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
all online.
Yeah.
It's like
Because no one cares to impress people in solo.
That's true.
I got Call of Duty World War II, and I finished the campaign in like that night.
Yeah, because it's so short. They don't care.
It's so short, and I got a PS4 for like Christmas, so like I don't know much about it. So like I was trying to like figure out like the process of like downloading games instead of getting the discs.
Yeah.
And so I saw that you could like do a free trial of all these video games, and that was like it blew my mind. So that
A demo blew your mind?
No, just because I was like, oh, I can try the video game out instead of waste
Before you-
$60.
yeah, and it
so
suck.
I
You take it to GameStop for 25 cents.
I played Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider game,
yeah.
the first one that came out, and it was awesome. But I had to borrow it, so I never got to finish it. And then I typed that in because I really wanted to finish it because I like the like Uncharted and stuff.
Yeah.
And I went and I typed in Tomb Raider, and then the new one came out, and it let you play the demo, and it only lets you play 2% of it. Took me 50 minutes to beat
Oh
it.
my gosh.
How long? 100%.
That could either mean it's a very long game or you're just really bad and couldn't beat the first level.
But
no,
even then, that means
no,
it
because
did
I
something
loved
right.
it so much that I played it like 20 times in a row, so I knew exactly what to do, and it still took me like 45, 50 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I knew exactly what I was doing and where I was going. So I love those kind of games because it's like I love watching Netflix and I love playing video games.
Yeah.
And it's the perfect middle.
You need to play The Last of Us then, because that's exactly what
It's
it
a
is.
movie.
It's a movie.
That's
that you
exactly because
control.
I like to sit there and like watch a story.
You need to
like
play
I'm watching
Telltale games
Netflix.
too. I want to play
Oh no, I don't like those kind of games.
Detroit Become Human.
Huh?
Have you seen that game? Detroit Become Human.
Uh-uh.
So good.
That's like the second Infamous game is like that.
Everybody says Destiny, the story mode's good. I've never...
It's alright.
I know
it's
nothing
It's
about
like
it.
Forced Online again.
Oh.
So I'm like, I don't really care to do that. But Detroit Become Human's like a Telltale game, and so you make all the decisions and it like impacts stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like about like androids are like now like it's like kind of like race wars again, but it's like
Mhm.
people versus androids, and androids want rights and all that, but people are just like, you're a second class citizen taking our jobs.
Yeah.
And so
So it's like race. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
but it's like actually
Gosh.
because you like switch between like 3 different androids, all
Yeah.
with like different things. So it's like Connor is like the main guy that everyone like obsesses over because like he's like the most likable one or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like built to be a detective, and he's like really good at his job, and he's like
And you choose everything?
yeah, and like throughout the game, androids are like deviating from their program, so they're becoming self-aware.
Yeah.
And so like Connor's like you as you go through, you can like choose if you want to make him deviate or stick to his path.
Yeah.
And like you go through these 2 other ones, like a girl who like ran away from her like owner, whatever, and this like other guy who like got like shot by a cop for like attacking a human,
Yeah.
and then like he like rebuilds himself and like leads a revolution.
That's
Like,
shocking.
did you ever play the game Infamous?
Yeah.
I think they came out with the second one, and it's like that. Like you get a choice. So like you have a conversation with a guy.
You're
It's
like, do I
okay,
shoot
you
him or
can-
do
yeah,
I?
that's like
yeah.
the first one's like that as well, because it's like the whole point of Infamous is do you want to be infamous or you want to be bad?
There
So
was
it's
a
like the red and
Walking
blue.
Dead game like that.
Yeah, Telltale.
Yeah.
That's what it.
Telltale makes like that. They made the Tales of the Borderlands series, where you like it's like you like have 4 options, you choose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
And
Telltale
it's like
does.
got Clementine. Is
I
that the
don't-
one?
I don't like
Yeah.
those. I don't like those
And
games.
I love those games. And then Lee was in the first one.
I
Clementine
just
was-
played. There's one on the phone that was actually kind of sweet that
Yeah.
I beat, and it was great.
I'm pretty sure it's Telltale.
Huh.
Yeah, you should do a video. You should do a let's play on it. or
I
something.
should, dude. I've just found out how to do phone games on my computer as
Yeah,
like
they have
record
them on
games.
Steam. All the Telltale games are on Steam.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Yeah.
Huh. I have all the BioShock games too because they had a deal where you could get
We should
like
just
4 of them for like $10, and I just got them. I've never played them.
we should just do like a couch let's play of one of them or something. That'd be
Dude.
fun.
That'd be sweet. Did you ever watch? Smosh used to do that.
Yeah.
It'd be just like 5 people in a room.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
You gotta watch Couch Hop. They're like my favorite channel. They do like couch let's plays, but they also do like their like main thing is one thing called like Amazon Prime Time.
That's,
they-
and they
they'll
watch
just-
movies.
No, they'll
Or
just
shows?
give gifts to one another.
Oh,
Just random stuff they get off of Amazon.
It sounds like Secret Santa, but like
Yeah.
My favorite one is whenever I don't know who gave it to who, but one of them gave them like a kickball.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, like the ice cream makers where you put the salt and the whatever and whatever.
Yeah, and,
And
like,
you
shake
shake it,
it.
you like can pass
And
it
it's a
around.
kickball?
But it was a kickball. And so they have all the ingredients and it's like working.
They put like
And-
mustard and stuff
yeah,
in it.
and he shoots it in the basketball hoop and it hits the ground, just explodes everywhere. And just all of it goes, oh my God.
What?
You have to see
yeah.
You have to, I'll have to show you later.
I love their
Can we
channel.
take a break?
yeah,
They're like on Rooster
Oh.
Teeth.
let's do it. We could start a new one. We're at an hour.
Yeah.
Are we really? Wow.
Yeah.
Time is it?
All right, we're gonna end this one. Thank you everybody for watching. They'll be on again,
Yeah.
and by again I mean we're gonna record another one after
In
this.
the
so
exact same clothes.
in the yeah, what? Oh yeah, and if you're listening to this, you can go and watch it on YouTube. Actually, I'll probably put that at the beginning, so you've probably heard that already.
It's like the cute little beat at the intro. Ding,
Ding.
ding, ding.
I can't even.
ding.
All I know is I love the beat.
I
Anyway,
think I know what it is.
that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.
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 Sick.